We've got not one but two winter storms taking aim at the Bluegrass State over the next several days. We'll track them both and show you what to expect coming up.
Lexington city leaders say they learned many lessons from last year's winter. How they say that has improved their plan for handling snow this winter.
The family of a young boy with cerebral palsy says they hope a fundraiser can help them take him wherever he wants to go.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening. It's another WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day, and now we're tracking the threat for snow across Kentucky.
We could see multiple rounds of wintry weather this week starting overnight. We begin tonight with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. He has the very latest call for snowfall for tomorrow. Chris?
Yeah, it's an interesting little system that is now working across Missouri, and it's going to set its sights on the Bluegrass State late tonight and certainly through the day tomorrow. Many areas will pick up snow. As a matter of fact, the entire region will pick up snow tomorrow from this storm. And anytime, we've said it every time I look at this map, I see a little curlicue in the clouds, and with the precipitation, you know you've got a potent little storm system that is working out of Missouri and again across the Mississippi River. Western Kentucky will get the most snow out of this as it stands right now. Some areas between Bowling Green and Paducah could be talking about upwards of 6+ inches of snow. That'll zip into town as we go through the next several hours into Western Kentucky. Go about your evening plans. Got nothing on the roads. Nothing is going to show up. That'll change, though, in time for the morning commute, especially the I-75 corridor and west. You get east of 75, it'll be a little deeper into the morning. And the farther northeast that we go, those snow totals are lower than what we see across the Bluegrass region. Generally 1 to 4 inches across most areas. Look at the darker blue. Pulaski County, Lake Cumberland, points west. We've got a 3 to 6 inch swath that is likely to set up shop in those areas. Winter weather advisory in the blue. The pink is a winter storm warning that is out for all of Western Kentucky, and that gets as far east as sections of Bowling Green and into the Lake Cumberland area of Russell Springs there around the Jamestown area and over into Columbia, Dare County with that. That's storm system number 1. And I come back in a few minutes. We'll focus, yes, more on this one, but also, guys, the more potent of the two storms that we are tracking comes Thursday night into Friday, and it's going to be a doozy for much of the eastern part of the country. We'll show you what that may bring to Kentucky in just a few.
Chris, thank you. It has been a calm winter for Lexington road crews so far, but that is about to change. They are getting ready for the snow that's in the forecast for tomorrow.
And Lexington city leaders say they're using the lessons they learned from winter storms last year on how they handle snow removal this year. Kristen Kennedy continues our First Alert weather team coverage.
This week's predicted snowfall brings to mind last winter's bad snowstorms. This year, Lexington leaders have made a big investment in the streets and roads budget, hoping you'll see a significant change in their response to and removal of all that snow.
With the new snow plan, over 100 miles of residential roads were added to the ranking system.
Based on the ranking system, city leaders say crews will end up clearing more streets more quickly.
If we get into service levels 2 and 3, additional contractors will be brought in to help us with some things like crosswalks and intersections.
The trucks are loaded and ready to go. This year you'll see more private contractors working beside city crews.
It's all about having contractors, private contractors on standby to supplement our crews when it's necessary.
Mayor Jim Gray says they set aside close to $300,000 to pay for the extra help. They'd be the ones you'd see clearing major areas like Manowar, Coldstream Station, Polo Club, and Citation Boulevards.
If we need it, we supplement. We may not need it, and that's a good thing, but you don't need to build up your crews to a high level when you've got irregular snow conditions.
In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
City leaders also plan to implement a new sidewalk snow removal plan, which should be in place within 3 years. It will include new equipment and cover more than 60 miles of urban county-owned sidewalks. Road crews in Nicholasville say they're prepared for any snow that might fall. Today, the city's public works superintendent said crews have been getting equipment ready and loading up trucks with salt. And he says the city has plenty of salt on hand to treat the roads.
Just gonna wait and see how the snow comes. It's supposed to come early in the morning, so we'll get started just as quick as it happens. Try to get them cleared off.
And he's also reminding drivers to be patient and give crews time to treat and clear the roads.
In Pulaski County, road crews say they are in much better shape than this time last winter. They say they have more than enough salt for snow-covered roads this week. Phil Pendleton talked to them about how they're getting ready.
1,600 tons of salt that for weeks has simply been waiting to be used. Inside the State Highway Garage, the waiting is nearly over as a winter weather event draws close.
I think they're going to start coming in at midnight tonight.
Workers will man trucks and the salt supply in 12-hour shifts.
They've all got all of the salt and stuff ready to go, all the materials that they need. They've gotten all their plows and stuff attached to their trucks. All their trucks are loaded.
And you can tell just how long this salt has sat here by taking your foot to it. So you actually have to kick the salt to make it come loose, as it's been getting hard as it's sat here for so long. Little chance it'll be sitting much longer.
And then it brings it out onto the spinner, and that's how we get it.
And then out onto the roadway. Salt is plentiful this year, unlike last year when some city road crews had to order it from New Mexico.
After last year, when we spent so much time out and doing this, we're very thankful that this is the first time.
Let the fun begin in Pulaski County.
It is 24/7. They will not close anything up or go home. They will keep on going until all the roads are clear.
Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
State highway crews plan to work 12-hour shifts. Somerset road crews could come to work as early as 3 tomorrow morning. Earlier today, Lexington police and firefighters frantically searched for a missing man in this bitterly cold weather. 77-year-old William Cook's wife reported him missing from their home on Raleigh Court near Eastland Parkway around 8:30 this morning. About an hour later, a neighbor found Cook inside his car. Firefighters say he was only wearing a T-shirt, long johns, socks, and a few blankets. Family members say they're relieved he was found safe.
He's been confused since his stroke last summer, and his wife has just done a wonderful job taking care of him, but sometimes he just gives her the slip, you know, and this morning she just went into the bathroom and she said, "I'll just be in here a minute," and when she came out, he was gone.
Firefighters say Cook was taken to the hospital to be checked out, but is expected to be okay. In Moorhead, people who need a warm place to stay are receiving some help. Moorhead city leaders say a warming center at Gateway House will be open again tonight. Anyone who needs to stay there should check in before 9. City leaders plan to have the warming shelter open through Friday as needed. Gateway House is on Flemingsburg Road in Moorhead. Stay on top of winter weather and traffic with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. You can download it for free in the app or Google Play stores.
New tonight, Lexington police again asking for your help finding 3 suspects in a murder case. Last week, police obtained arrest warrants for 21-year-old Kenyon Hips, 18-year-old Marquise Smith, and a 17-year-old who has not been named. All 3 are charged with murder and robbery, but police have not been able to find them. Police say the suspects were involved in the shooting death of 18-year-old Caleb Hallett earlier this month on University Avenue. 2 juveniles, police say, are also connected in the case, and they are already in custody. New tonight, a Lexington woman convicted of killing her former boyfriend in Campbell County wants a new trial. In a new court motion, Shayna Huber's attorneys say a convicted felon served on the jury that found her guilty, and they claim the juror did not disclose he was a felon before the trial, which would have disqualified him from serving on a jury. A jury convicted Hubers last year of the shooting death of Ryan Poston. She received a 40-year prison sentence.
He has already been through a lot in his young life. An Estill County boy suffers from cerebral palsy, and he received a kidney transplant from his father. The family now needs a new van to help get him around, but insurance won't cover it, so their friends are asking for your help. Victor Puente has the story new at 6.
The effort to load Garrett Thomas's wheelchair into his family's van is evident. The 4-year-old was born 8 weeks early.
I was overseas deployed with the Marine Corps whenever she found out through a scan that there were going to be issues.
And with failing kidneys.
I thought that being pregnant with a baby they told me wasn't going to make it would be the hardest part of my life, but it wasn't. It was bringing that baby into the world and then seeing that all the struggle.
Garrett's father, Dale, gave him one of his kidneys just before his 2nd birthday.
You know, everybody looks at me because I gave him a kidney. You know, she had 2 surgeries while being pregnant with a child.
The cerebral palsy that affects Garrett's body hasn't slowed his mind.
He's very smart. On a day-to-day basis, he is extremely happy.
But he's also growing, and as he gets bigger, it's going to be harder for his mother to lift him into their van. A friend of theirs started a fundraiser on GoFundMe to help the family get the money for a wheelchair-accessible van, which insurance doesn't cover.
We just want something that'll be good for him because I'm convinced he's going to live to be 150.
Dale Thomas knows about helping others, being a Marine and a police officer, but he says he's not big on asking for help himself. But he also said his pride is nothing compared to how much he loves his son.
Certain things kind of put things into perspective for you. He is it for me. I'm still a proud person, but when it comes to him, I'll get out here and pick up change on the sidewalk if that's what it takes. I mean,
in Estill County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Well, if you would like to help, you can also donate to the family at the Citizens Guarantee Bank in Irvin under the Garrett Thomas Fund. In his annual State of the City address today, Lexington Mayor Jim Gray says the city is on the right track.
Mayor Gray took an upbeat tone in his address today at the Lexington Convention Center. He said unemployment in Lexington is historically low and pay wages are on the rise. The mayor also said that home sales were up 22% last year and foreclosures were way down. He said Lexington is an economic engine for Kentucky.
We are creating about a third in Lexington. We are creating about a third of the new businesses in Kentucky. Lexington's model is working.
The mayor did not unveil any new major initiatives during his address. He has said he's considering a run for U.S. Senate this year, but he did not give any indication today if he has made a decision on that.
Tonight, we have learned a legendary singer and a legendary band are both planning concerts in Lexington this spring. James Taylor will perform at Rupp Arena on Sunday, April 24th. He is a member of both the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Tickets for his concert go on sale Friday, January 29th at 10 a.m. And then just a few nights after James Taylor, Pearl Jam will play at Rupp Arena. The band's show will be Tuesday, April 26th. Tickets for that concert will go on sale January 29th at noon.